Shalom, Nawathan, Kal Halal, La Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Baha, Rachaha, Kodash. Double honor goes out to the elder apostles of the great millstone who rule and teach well in the scriptures. Peace, blessings, and salutations to the elect. Adawan Ratazah, which means Lord willing. So, Lord willing, this lesson is edifying, quick, and straight to the point. And yeah, man, we're certainly in the end times, man. Okay, this is a sign of the a sign of the end. All right. And I don't intend to make this lesson long at all, but I came across this, yesterday actually, from endtimeheadlines.org. So it's a, recent fresh article, and you can see this for yourself, all right? Which in the image you can see it looks like a bunch of Elamites, right? So-called East Indians, all right? And they serve false gods, all right? As it's written in Psalms, all right? The God of the nations are idols, but Yahweh Shem Yahshai made the heavens. All right, so these are the heathens. They serve, dumb idols. They serve false, gods. All right, in these various religions. Some of them organized religions. All right, and things like that. Okay, so here's the headline: Cult leader who declared himself a living God in order to seduce followers says miracles performed to prove his divinity were magic tricks. The Lord ain't dealing with these people, man. The Lord ain't dealing, all right, with these heathens, all right. So this cult leader who declared himself a living God, all right, in order to seduce followers, saying miracles, right, so-called miracles that he performed, because they weren't miracles, right, to prove his divinity were just magic tricks. Right, that's all they are, man. Okay, magic tricks. And it's the Hebrew Israelites, so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, Seminole Indians, West Indians, and Asians, and Israelite foreigners, speckled bird. All right, we're the Lord's chosen people. All right, is it not written? All right, you know, in Psalms. I get that on another device about that you are God's children of the Most High. All right, yeah. Is it not written in your law? Uh, Psalms chapter 82 verse 6, and it says, "I have said you are gods, and all of you are children of the Most High." That's right, man. Okay. So let's go into this article. It says an alleged cult leader accused of declaring himself a living god in order to abuse his followers sexually. And a lot of that goes on in some of these other heathenistic cultures and things like that. All right, East Indians over there, some of them indulge in is it rat milk, drinking rat milk or something, stuff like that. All right, worship a cow in that Hindu faith, either the Sikh or the Hindu faith. All right, so they do all sorts of weird and crazy things. All right. So he says the miracles he performed to prove his divinity were in fact just magic tricks meant to entertain, and these gullible people actually believed it. Rajinder Kalia is being sued in the High Court over claims he groomed members of his temple to believe he is an incarnation of God, while subjecting women and children as young as 4 to horrific sexual abuse. Hey, alright, there's a lot of sexual abuse that goes on in churches, and especially that dirty, stinking, right, Catholic Church, which for the look, right, for the life of me, that prick, that cunt, right, Vocab Malone will never ever say anything about. All right, he'll never say anything about this, and he damn well knows it's going on, but it's quiet. Okay, so it says Mr. Kalia, head priest at his Hindu-based temple in Coventry, allegedly performed miracles, including setting fire. Setting fire to water and squeezing blood from a lemon to convince devotees. you know, and you got certain wicked people of certain wicked jakes, man. That they're into sorcery, magic tricks, voodoo, and things like that. All right, and they're always gonna punish those. Okay, involved in that. He did that to convince devotees. Squeeze blood from a lemon. The claimant's barrister Mark Jones put to him that he had performed the tricks in order to persuade followers that he has supernatural powers. Maybe them supernatural powers can get you out of high court. But Kalia denied all the allegations against him and told the court he was merely entertaining his followers. It is entertainment, he told the judge, Mr. Justice Martin Spencer, before adding in response to cross-examination. Does a magician tell about his abilities? I told you before, he added, I was entertaining. Given evidence this week, Kalia, 68 years old, denied all the allegations against him and said claims of his divinity were part of a conspiracy to extort him of millions. You see? The claimants have fabricated stories and have lied in order to extort money from me, he told the judge, Mr. Justice Martin Spencer. I have never claimed to be divine, to have a direct link to God, to be a manifestation of God, or to be an incarnation of God, as alleged by the claimants. Alright? Kalia claimed that he was merely the figurehead of his temple, and he added, I have never said that I can cure people or animals from illnesses or life-threatening diseases, such as cancer, nor have I ever charged a fee for praying to God for someone or something to get better, as alleged. The priest said one of the claimants had alleged to have been coerced into paying $5,000 for him to obtain a cure for her dog's cancer, which he has said was entirely made up. 4 women are now suing Kalia over claims he sexually abused them, while they and 3 other former devotees also claimed financial exploitation, although 2 of the latter cases have since been struck out. The former worshippers want millions in compensation. Now let's jump down a bit more. Sexual abuse began against 3 of the women when they were underage, it is claimed. Alright. Given evidence early in the trial, one of the 4 women allegedly sexual abuse described Mr. Kalia as a devil in disguise. That's right. He isn't an incarnation of God, he is the devil, she told the judge. I was groomed by him to believe it was God because I was a child when I went to him. You see? All this wickedness that's going on planet Earth. Right, the Lord is going to visit these people, man. Alright? If you go up a bit, it was alleged that he claimed to be infallible, that his utterances were to be obeyed without question, and that to question his authority was to be unworthy, putting them in dire peril of eternal damnation through a cycle of birth and rebirth. Okay. So these are the times that we're in, and these are the people. Alright? That perform such wicked acts like this. Okay, so I'll just get, just 2 scriptures, alright, and leave it there. So if we go to the book of Mark, chapter 13, we'll start at verse 21, and it reads, and these are the words of Yahushua, because it's in red, alright, and it says, and then if any man shall say to you, lo, which lo means look, here is anointed, or look, he is there, believe him not. For false anointed and false prophets shall rise and shall show signs and wonders to seduce, if it were possible, even the elect. But take you heed, behold, I have foretold you all things. And that individual is certainly, alright, a false prophet, okay, with his false signs and wonders. And look what he's done, seduced, women and children and things like that, sexual abuse, okay, claiming that, that he had, supernatural abilities, right? He declared himself a living power in order to seduce followers, saying miracles performed to prove his divinity, but they were just magic tricks, okay? So that's an example of of that, false prophets, and there's many of these in the world, okay? Right? There's many in these churches, in these different religious places of worship, in these different cultures, all right? And through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Shai, they're being exposed. All right. And many people were seduced, you see. And that reminds me of this scripture in the book of it's in the book of Second John, chapter 1, and verse 7. The many deceivers are entered into the world who confess not that Yahushua Hamashiach is come in the flesh. This is a deceiver and an antichrist. That's right, there's many antichrists. Okay, that's the next one, next precept. Right, that's it. 1 John chapter 2, verse 18. And it reads, little children, it is the last time, and as you have heard, that Antichrist shall come. Even now there are many antichrists, whereby we know that it is the last time. Okay, so there's many anti-messiahs out there, man. Okay, just like that individual there. The Pope is one. Okay. Vocab Malone is one. All right. Okay. That so-called Prophet Muhammad is one. All right. So there's many antichrists that's gone out in the world. So-called Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, even though he's an eloquent speaker, he doesn't have the 100% truth. He's an antichrist. All right, and he knows about the Israelites, by the way. Okay. So there's many that have gone out into the world, man. All right. Antichrist being against the anointed Yahushai. All right. So these are the times that we're in. All right. And with that, I'm gonna say shalom till next time.